few days ago, a new official brand game that has sparked a lot of havoc popped up and has already been banned by Roblox. Brand games on Roblox are usually pretty terrible or just flat out weird because the brands don't really seem to understand Roblox or the players. Every now and then we'll get a big hit like Vans World or that Hello Kitty game, but most of the time they're lifeless and boring. It's not very often that Roblox ends up taking action against a brand though. Like DressX's account name still redirects users off-site even after reports. But Roblox has done that here by banning this brand's game and terminating its owner and one of its admins. Hygiene and health company Essity and its Mexican women's healthcare brand Saba released a pretty controversial game. Without going into too much detail to avoid upsetting YouTube, their game was called VLAND and was themed around women's health. You can probably guess at what the game was centered around considering it was called VLAND and by the group's former name. According to Essity's media release, the game aimed to help normalize women's health and help players learn about it. When in game, you dress up as and race around the map atop women's healthcare products. The map featured several teleports to different areas that were mostly for mini-games, but some questionable education areas as well. The map also featured some interesting design elements such as this curious thing that I don't think is supposed to mimic the St. Louis Arch. There was a compact educational center with decals surrounding you in a small space that was the main education center, I guess. Racing around and collecting or avoiding random things seemed to be the main attraction though, not any educational stuff. There were two racing areas. One where you drove a woman's health product, and one where you flew on a very detailed one like it was a magic carpet. You kinda just go around this fixed path on one and try not to fall into red liquids in the other one while collecting and avoiding obstacles. As far as I know, there isn't much else to the game. It's super basic and really doesn't have much educational or entertainment value. It's another one of those lifeless brand games made by people who don't really seem to know how to integrate themselves into Roblox well. Obviously, a game of this theme didn't sit well with a lot of people, as the theme is clearly a little inappropriate for a place with 5-year-olds on it. There's been a lot of talk about it, including lots of support, but the majority of people seem to be criticizing its existence. You have people saying it's gross and weird or too inappropriate for Roblox because of how many kids are on it. There's also talk about how there could potentially be issues with other players considering the type of people who have been seen on Roblox. On the other hand, you have people saying it's educational and it's a good and easy way for people to learn about women's health. But you also have people pointing out how it breaks Roblox's TOS, which is true about certain parts of the game like their little education center. There are clearly parts of the game that broke TOS. This is quite literally undeniable if you were to see what they had in the game. And Roblox seems to agree with that because they have banned the game and also terminated its owner and one of its admins. The game has been content deleted, the official Essity brand account has been terminated, and admin Juglia has been terminated. Roblox banning the game might have caused more controversy than the actual game itself, as Roblox Twitter has blown up about it. There's been a lot of love for Roblox for banning the game by those who didn't think it was appropriate for Roblox. But there's also been a lot of backlash against this game being taken down, and for some reason it's not only towards Roblox. There have been people calling out Roblox for taking down an educational game, and men for being the only ones supposedly behind it. Some people don't like the fact that Roblox took down a game that was supposed to be a helpful learning center aiming to teach players about female health. Many others are upset at men for not being comfortable with the game and supposedly mass reporting the game to get it taken down. Two sides going at it over a controversial game obviously sparked a lot of drama and discussion that is blowing up Roblox Twitter. But I do feel that one side in this fight is right, and that would be the one agreeing with Roblox for banning the game, and I've got a few reasons why. First off, this game obviously broke Roblox TOS. There's literally no argument against that considering some of the pictures in their educational center. From that point alone, this game being banned makes sense, but I feel there's more to it than just some rules being broken. This game didn't really seem like an educational game. It appeared more to be an entertainment game with the theme of female health and hygiene. Aside from the cramped area with educational decals, some of which broke Roblox TOS, there wasn't much education going on. You have 2 racing mini-games, a little lookout over the map, the tiny learning center, and a map you can walk around, and that's pretty much it. I know this wasn't the intent, but this feels like one of those guideline bypass trolls disguised as educational so they can stay up. Maybe that factored into Roblox banning it, because if you played the game or watched vids on it, it looked like a mini-game game. And for anybody wondering, no, it wasn't only men who didn't like the game. There were plenty of women and even mothers against it. Now I think a game like this would be fine if it was single player, actually educational, and not too detailed or in-depth, but easy enough to understand. This game was not that. It seemed mostly focused on entertainment, some of its images went a little too far, and it was multiplayer. Like it or not, a game of this nature cannot be multiplayer due to certain people who would target individuals in a game like this. This game was supposed to be educational, but this feels like another example of brands not understanding Roblox or its players. Maybe they were too focused on keeping players entertained and ended up unintentionally putting education to the side. You can make an educational game that's also entertaining, but it being this vague and basic is hardly educational at all. I think Roblox banning this game is completely justified. This game simply broke TOS and it didn't feel like the goal was to educate, but rather entertain. What do you think about the game and Roblox banning it? Comment your thoughts down below.